What's up, everyone? It's Q from Retro Q Gaming, and it really saddens and disheartens me that I have to make this video. I don't really have to, but it saddens me to bring me to the point where I feel like talking about this. So, anyway, what am I talking about? Because otherwise I'm just gonna start feeling sorry for myself. Well, we all have those games that we've played and we were beasts at back in the day. The kind of ones you could play with one hand hanging upside down with your eyes closed. Just you could still beast the game, just absolutely destroy it. Probably because you've played it so much over all the years, or you've played it so much in a brief period of time that you've just become an absolute master of it. And then you don't play one of those games for 10, 15, whatever amount of years, and you go back to it eventually, and you're crap. And you remember your fall from grace with just how much of an absolute monster you used to be, and then just how much of a piece of crap you are nowadays. A perfect example of that is the one I like to use more often, is when you go for a long time without playing a Guitar Hero or a Rock Band style game. Basically any of those rhythm games. If you have, I don't know, whatever, you have a rhythm keyboard, controller, because some have keyboards. If you were on the drums, if you were on the actual guitar. I remember I was like that for a good while as well. Now I realize that those ones, in the sense of, say, the guitars and stuff, they require a bit more dexterity, and if you don't use it, you lose it. Basically, it's the same with any skill, really. But I remember when I first got into all that stuff, the very first time I ever played Guitar Hero, I was struggling on easy. It was that foreign to me at the time, and then eventually over time it built up, and I was playing stuff on expert, and I was doing pretty well. But then you stop. Other games come out, and other stuff happens in real life. You just lose interest. Maybe there's no new songs that you want to play out, and you just get bored of it. And then eventually, maybe you're bored one night 4 or 5 years later, or maybe it doesn't even have to be that long. Maybe it can just be a year or two later, and you're eventually just so bored, you decide, fuck it, I'll turn it back on. And suddenly you've got what I like to call retard fingers. So they're jelly, and you're nowhere near where you used to be. And that's basically it. That's happened between me and my friends for all the Guitar Hero and Rock Band style games, the rhythm games. It happens naturally. I'm sure there are people out there who just play guitar normally, and even if they don't play Rock Band or whatever for like a couple of years, and then they go back, they still have the dexterity and the movement of their fingers to just make up for it, because they've been playing guitar the whole time. So it's something similar. But that's my main use of the situation. But the one that really kills me is it's what you're seeing in this video now. It's Super Mario World. I grew up on Super Mario World. I still have Super Mario World on my Super Nintendo. I still have the cartridge for it. And it's just, it's crazy. I used to be an absolute beast at this game. I mean, I could fly through the levels as absolutely fast as possible, in the most efficient manner as possible, with high maximum agility and precision and maximum speed. There was no problems with any of that stuff. And now, because I haven't played it in so long, I mean, it's the end. It's not the end of. I thought it was the end of October for a second. It's the start of November. Right now, it's the 7th of November, 2015. And I haven't played this game. I haven't played Super Mario World in about 8 years. I haven't played Super Mario World since it was first added to. Well, I shouldn't say first, but where I haven't. The last time I played Super Mario World was when it was just added to the European Virtual Console on the Wii, not the Wii U. I know I'm actually playing it on the Wii U now. That's what this footage is from. But even though it was added to the Wii U, whenever, I can't even remember, and I did download it at the time, I haven't actually played it since its release on the Wii Virtual Console, and that was in early 2007. So it's been about 8 years, maybe a little over 8.5 years, I think, because it was at the start of the year. So that's a long time, and to go back and see a game, to play a game for the first time in all this time, and just be absolutely crap at it. Now, fair enough. I mean, I'm looking at it. I'd say by most people's standard, my skills right now in this video is probably just about average. Now, the problem is that's not good enough for me. I'm not a big elitist guy or anything, but the fact that I know personally that I used to be an absolute machine at this is what makes it feel so much worse. I used to be a big freak beast about my Mario skills and my Super Mario World skills, but now, I mean, first off, there's some footage you're not even seeing in this video because it was when I first turned it on, and it was just I was just so bad at it. I mean, like it was almost like I was dying to the stupidest shit. And there will be a little bit of that in here, but I mean, there was the absolute stupidest of the stupidest of the stupidest shit. And yeah, it's just a shame because it's such a fall from grace for me personally. I realize that everyone, this happens to everyone when they don't play games that they may have played religiously or been masters at, that, you know, you just lose your skills when you haven't done it in so long. Well, you haven't played games in so long. I don't know what we were talking about there for a second when I said that. Although, that was a joke. Hint, hint. Or was it? But anyway, yeah, it's really disheartening, but at the same time, it's kind of a bit of we call it a rude awakening. I was going to say refreshing, but we'll go with rude awakening anyway. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very disheartening. So, let me know in the comment section below anyway. Has this ever happened to you? What was your one game, or your series of games, or your handful of games, whatever, when you were younger? It doesn't even have to be much younger, just maybe when you were a kid. Maybe when you were in your teens, depending on what age you are now. Maybe it was a game you played religiously like a year ago and now you're fucking shy at it. So let me know any situations like this that's ever happened to you, because I know I'm not the only one out there. It's happened to me several times on different games. I know tons of people in real life who have always had it happen, except for one guy, because he's just generally absolutely shite at everything he plays. Never improves, but he never gets the idea. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know all that in the comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter, details in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the rest of the videos in my channel while I learn how to play Super Mario World again and get back to my freak beast level of Mario skills that pay the bills.